From the moment her name began appearing in some of the most intense political moments of the past year, people started paying attention to Jasmine Crockett. She has been at the center of fiery committee hearings, viral online clips, and bold political standoffs. But everything changed in December of 2025 when she stepped forward and made an announcement that shook Texas and caught the attention of the entire country. She officially launched her campaign for the United States Senate seat from Texas, filing her candidacy on the very last day of the deadline and delivering a message that echoed across every major news outlet. In her announcement, she looked straight at the future of American politics and said, "I am coming for you." And suddenly everyone wanted to know exactly who she is, how she rose so quickly, and why this moment matters so much. Today we are going through her full story from her early life to the dramatic impact she is making right now. Jasmine Crockett was born in St. Louis in 1981. She grew up in a working-class environment and originally studied business at Rhodes College. But after personally experiencing hate crimes in her early years, she felt something shift inside her. She decided she needed a different path, one that allowed her to challenge injustice directly. She attended the University of Houston Law Center and began her career as a public defender in Texas. Her early years were spent fighting for people who had little power and even less support. Later, she built a strong reputation as a civil rights and criminal defense attorney, handling cases that touched on police accountability and personal liberty. These experiences shaped her, sharpening her voice and deepening her understanding of how the system works and how it fails. By 2020, she decided she could not simply work within the system. She wanted to change the laws themselves. She ran for the Texas House of Representatives in District 101. She became the only Black freshman in the chamber and the youngest Black lawmaker at the time. Despite being new and outnumbered, she refused to be quiet. She filed more bills than any other first-term legislator and became a key figure during the well-known quorum break, when Democratic lawmakers temporarily left the state to slow down a controversial voting bill. That single action brought an enormous amount of attention to her and revealed the kind of political fighter she was becoming. Her rise continued when longtime Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson announced her retirement in 2022. Johnson publicly named Jasmine Crockett as the person she believed should replace her in the United States House of Representatives. Crockett won that election and entered Congress in January 2023. From the start, she found herself in highly charged environments like the House Oversight Committee and the House Judiciary Committee. These are the battlegrounds where political tensions explode on camera. And it was here that many Americans first saw her challenge fellow lawmakers with confidence and clarity. A particularly intense exchange in 2024 involving Marjorie Taylor Greene and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez spread across the internet and made Jasmine Crockett a recognizable figure to millions of viewers. Her supporters say she represents a new era in politics. They admire the way she speaks plainly, the way she refuses to soften her words, and the way she confronts hypocrisy directly. Her critics say she is too aggressive or overly confrontational. Conservative groups have tried to weaken her influence by filing ethics complaints and accusing her of campaign finance violations. These are accusations, not proven crimes, but in modern politics they become weapons used to shape public opinion. Crockett sees these attacks as a sign that her presence is being felt, and that she is pushing against old systems that do not want to be challenged. All of this set the stage for her biggest move yet. On December 8, 2025, Jasmine Crockett officially launched her campaign for the United States Senate from Texas. Her entry immediately reshaped the entire Democratic field. One of the leading Democratic candidates, Colin Allred, stepped aside rather than face a divisive primary. Now the primary is centered around Jasmine Crockett and James Tallarico, with the winner going on to challenge Republican Senator John Cornyn. This is a difficult race. Texas has historically leaned Republican, but shifting demographics and growing urban populations have opened a narrow path for a Democratic upset. Crockett enters this race with national attention, strong fundraising potential, and a passionate base of supporters who feel she represents a modern and unapologetic form of political leadership. But she also enters the race carrying controversy, scrutiny, and fierce opposition. The stakes could not be higher. So who is Jasmine Crockett? She is a former public defender who built her career defending the powerless. She is a civil rights attorney who challenged injustice directly. She is a state lawmaker who refused to stand back when her voice could shift the conversation. She is a congresswoman who quickly became one of the most talked about new figures in Washington. And now she is a Senate candidate stepping into one of the toughest political arenas in the nation. Depending on who you ask, she is either exactly the kind of fighter democracy needs or a sign that politics has become too loud and too confrontational. But whether you support her or disagree with her, one thing is clear: she is not done shaping the future of American politics. As her Senate campaign unfolds, the question becomes simple. In a time when only fearless voices rise above the noise, is Jasmine Crockett the voice of change, or the spark of deeper political conflict? If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more stories like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the people shaping the world around us. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.